Hello, friends. This is Terry from Yankee Gaming TV, and this is episode 39's review for Yokai Watch Y Academy. I'm going to be independent, and I'll call it the Republic of Twinkling Stars, or Watashi Dokuritsu Shi Chaimasu Sono na ha Kiraboshi Kyo wa Koku. I botched a little bit of that, and I apologize for that, but we're moving on. We now know Nayu is actually a good girl, and we now know what her real aspirations and goals are. We now know who's actually evil and who's actually good. The evil person being Jinpei Jiba. I'm kidding. I just had to say that because once we didn't get a rap. We didn't even get a fart joke from him, as far as I noticed. Which, that's not normal. I'm thinking someone replaced him with a robot. But my little joke out of the way. This episode was pretty good. That's my first impression I got. I felt like it was maybe a little difficult to watch them pushing Elsa Meika, or Elna Amami, in our face. I feel like this could have been handled a little bit better, just because we've only really just started to know and understand this character. I'm not saying it's bad that she's being prominent and promoted and pushed, but at the end of the day, they pushed Nayu, and Nayu ended up kind of being fodder. But Nayu backstory time. Nayu is from this planet that looks so super cool. The N-type, the aliens, showed up, destroyed Nayu's planet. Nayu completely Supermans her way from her planet to protect Y Academy. So that is why Nayu is where she is. We get more backstory about how Haruhiko saved Nayu from the hostile alien ship. We found out when Nayu's, the brainwashing was broken by Ronto. When Ronto sent out that massive wave of energy, which that's cool. We now have clarity that Ronto's powers can now do some more interesting things than just being traditional power-ups. And I like that. I feel like it adds some dimension to Ronto's character. Not that Ronto doesn't have any dimensions, I'm just saying it adds some additional value to who Ronto is. That he's not just a fighter or not just a fast character, that Ronto actually has some synergy with some other skills that Ronto can provide. Haruhiko, or Whisper being good, kind of has broken my theory of Whisper being the true enemy of them all. But I guess that's one thing I just have to accept and let die. That was a fun fan theory while it lasted. But we got more information about Elsa Meika and how she is truly evil and vile and horrible and is mean and is seeking world domination. But we knew some of that already. So, and also guys, I blame me not getting this recorded or watched to me playing Genshin Impact. Why is the game so addicting and fun? I don't know. But that's why this isn't coming out on Saturday and this is coming out on Sunday and being recorded on Sunday. Because Genshin Impact just was like, oh, you want to make progress and you want to do the videos that you need to do? No, I'm not letting you. But my little silly Terry reference to being kind of addicted to this game out of the way. Let's get into the root of this. So we got a major build-up of Nayu trying to get the Y police on her side, which she does, and they confront Elna Amami. Elna, or Elisameka, declares herself her own kingdom, or her own country. The her troops even sing, and she sings. Everyone is kind of confused. She ends up getting dignitaries on her side. Her singing is renowned in her kingdom. She uses her power to make people stop fighting, which is a good thing. But there is always the other side of the coin. We're introduced to the plan of trying to infiltrate the kingdom. Ronto and Junpei try to Mission Impossible their ways in, but when they go to throw a rock to attempt to get through the barrier, it is reflected back at them. So, but of course Nayu is watching all of this happen, and she sends 1 in black and 10 in black to basically fight. So, as we know, when Junpei is involved in a fight, Junpei automatically wins the fight unless it's against Dover. But we don't talk about him. He is as dead as any dead meme. Thank you, Power Creep. But 1 in 10, 1 in black and 10 in black are really interesting. Same basic dog design, which I don't know why they went with dogs, but I'm okay with it. They're able to kind of phase through and basically beat both Ronto and Earthwalker. DS Galaxy kind of feels more like fodder at this point. Like, he feels much weaker than what he should. Not able to really fight. Earthwalker has a malfunction because Mekatio and Junpei are both crazy peeps. But eventually everything pulls together. Clock Lady and our other heroes show up, like Ninetail and Little Commander. But here's the thing. We saved who we needed to save, which is Natsuki Inra, aka one of my favorite characters, but not Nayu, but Elsa Meika straight up Rita repulses the 1 in black and 10 in black, basically transforming them into more vicious versions of themselves. So they fire lasers, but Earthwalker easily dispenses them, and they're basically planning out how they're supposed to proceed forward because their enemy is much stronger than what they had initially thought. Overall, what would I rate this episode? I would rate it a very solid B plus A. Didn't hate the episode, didn't love it. It was a good episode, other than maybe there was a sound glitch where it was either the torrent or my earbuds, so I'm not blaming the series or the episode itself, but I had a little bit of like a audio issue, so probably my earbuds, because when you're a poor YouTuber, $5 earbuds is what you afford. Design wise, 1 in 10. 1 actually being WAN, like a dog's bark, which also sounds like one, is a interesting combination. The dog theme staying consistent after Pitbull dying and after the dog troopers is interesting. Yeah, you figure this is only to counter the cat theme of Earthwalker, Mekatio, Wild Boy, Blue Moon, and Kingo Failure Maru. I mean Benny Maru. So yeah, and I'm throwing shade at Kingo Benny Maru because of just yeah, you have one move, and if you can't land it, uh, your one move is kind of useless. So Earthwalker is now the superior melee form. I mean, I still see Wild Boy and Blue Moon being viable later on as transformations if they're needed. Blue Moon for the deep dive, basically diving into the subconscious Wild Boy because Wild Boy can get upgrades to basically shoot bigger and better and badder guns. So, and that will probably play a role later on. I don't see Kingo Benimaru doing anything that Earthwalker couldn't do better. I'm phrasing it like that because why even transition back to your melee form unless something prevents Earthwalker from being used? I'm not saying Kingo Benimaru is a bad form. I'm saying when you have that one or two signature attacks and you whiff or miss them or barely hit them and they don't do the damage you need, it's kind of detrimental because you're completely out of position while both Blue Moon and Wild Boy can kind of reposition since they're ranged forms. I hope you're understanding the perspective I'm coming from. With those two being ranged forms, they can kind of dash or dive or reposition a little bit better on the fly without taking and being hit by an attack of opportunity. I'm trying to big brain this to basically refer to like a real scenario. Like if you whiff your sword strike, let's just say you clash and your ultimate attack just doesn't really do much, and it involves you actually having movement. Chances are your enemy can reposition while you're going through that process and get ya. I feel like ranged, you have a little bit more breathing room, like Wild Boy and Blue Moon would possibly. But that's just my train of thought. And this has been the episode review. Pretty good episode. B plus or A episode. I feel like Elna Amami needs a little bit of a backstory build up, not to the degree of Ronto, but instead of just like pushing her the way they are, just give us 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes of backstory, and then they can continue doing whatever they want with her. We just need some more prior knowledge, like how is she so strong? Is it special training? Is it alien brain and mind control? Is it supplemental energy being pumped into her body or being consumed by her? Or is she just so strong that it just doesn't matter? Well, that's it for the review. Bye bye for now.